Hi, this is Dr. David Schneider. I'd like to give a brief talk about the birth of PURE Orthopedics. Dr. Jared Foran and I started PURE Orthopedics in April of 2023. We had an inspiration to found in Colorado a different type of orthopedic practice, what we call minimally intrusive orthopedics. I'd like to explain how we got there. In the beginning, Dr. Jared Foran, who's a California native, went to Cal Berkeley, the medical school at Johns Hopkins, then came back to California and did his orthopedic residency at UC San Diego, and eventually did his joint fellowship in total hip and total knee replacement at Rush Hospital in Chicago. I went to the University of Kansas. Medical school is the oldest medical school west in the Mississippi. And then did my orthopedic residency in Penn State, and did my shoulder and elbow and sports fellowship at Curlin Jobe Orthopedic Clinic in Los Angeles, where they take care of all the major professional teams in Los Angeles and, frankly, athletes from all over the world, where I got to assist in the care of the many prominent athletes who play in Los Angeles and come seeking expert care. My most important mentors were Neil Elatrosh and James Taboni, who was the president of Shoulder and Elbow Surgeons the year I was there. Most importantly, Frank Jobe, one of the first, if not the first, sports medicine surgeons in the world, who really had a huge impact on my life. Dr. Foran can cite Jorge Galante and Dr. Richard Berger, some of the most important hip and knee surgeons in world history, as his most important mentors. Dr. Foran and I both then came to Denver. We partnered together and were some of the co-founders of Ortho Colorado Hospital, which is still the largest and most prominent orthopedic hospital in the Rocky Mountains. 2 years ago, we became members of United Musculoskeletal Partners. But it was a couple years ago when my wife and I were on vacation in France that we had an evening dinner at the restaurant Guy Savoy, a restaurant that some people would say is the #1 restaurant in the world, and we certainly had an incredible meal that night. And yes, the food was spectacular, but it was really more about the service and the warmth and the attention to detail that really left an impression on us. We even got to go back in the kitchen and we met the famous chefs who were there. And while we were there that evening, of course, you can see it was during the pandemic, we were wearing our ridiculous masks at that point still. But it was during that evening's dinner where we were so blown away by, yes, the quality of the food, but also the level of the happy service, that I turned to my wife and I said, would it be possible to dream that you could make someone feel this way in orthopedics, that you could provide world-class medical care while raising your level of service? And that became a real mission of ours. And it was Guy Savoy who really ignited that inspiration. I came back, went to grad school, became an alumnus of the Harvard Business School because I really wanted to learn how the best businesses did it. And we started studying the best service organizations, hotels like the Four Seasons and the Ritz-Carlton. I read lots of books, including by Danny Meyer, an important restaurateur, and by leading businessmen like Richard Branson. Like, what is it that the top businesses do to make their customers, their patients, feel so great? We looked at Amazon's 4 pillars. The first, their most important, is obsession with customer satisfaction, which is why we all use Amazon. It's their passion for invention, commitment to operation excellence, and long-term thinking that are the hallmarks of the way that Amazon does things. So Dr. Foran and I had a name-storming exercise where we listed all the things that we would want PURE to be. We wanted it to be world-class. We wanted it to be luxurious, where patients would feel like they were getting value, that it was friendly, but it was personable and world-class and driven to be the best all at the same time. And the more names we threw around, the more we realized the name of the practice should be PURE Orthopedics. And we settled upon this phrase. We wanted world-class minimally intrusive orthopedics. Yes, minimally invasive, but also minimally intrusive, that patients could actually be served in a really elegant way while receiving world-class care. So for me, that means, yes, trying to provide the best shoulder replacement and shoulder reconstruction operations, and doing so robotically. And in other videos, I've explained how we've been fortunate to be world leaders in doing robotic total shoulders and also doing it in a minimally invasive way. Dr. Foran is the region's, I would say the region's expert and pioneer in true minimally invasive hip and knee replacement surgery, in which there is no cutting of ligaments and tendons and muscles in a very unique way, which is why his patients were able to walk out of the hospital an hour or two after surgery. It's truly amazing. That's how PURE got started, and we've still got a long way to go. We have big dreams about what it could be, but it really starts with service and excellence. Now, what does that really mean? What does minimally intrusive care look like to us? Yes, it's access. It's ease of scheduling, where someone can call in and not be on hold forever. It's attentive service while you're in our clinic or in the hospital. It is expert medical care, cutting edge, but all with a hallmark of thorough communication, where all our patients have the doctor's cell phone numbers and can reach out to us and receive the kind of care we think they deserve. Antoni Gaudi, who's the designer of the Sagrada Familia Cathedral in Barcelona, had this amazing quote: "To do things right, first you need love, then technique." And I think that's the key thing that's missing in medicine so much, is we're all in this hurried, harried environment, and we need to slow down a little bit, talk to each other while trying to deliver world-class care. And that's what we're trying to do at PURE. Like I said, we're just getting started, but we're really excited, and we'd be thrilled to care for you.